Hi there, welcome to Big V TV. Great to have you with us. Start of a fresh season, 2018, and the start of a 9th year of Big V TV. Justin Nelson and Steve Chums with you. Steve-O, welcome back. Can't believe it, I asked for a birthday cake to celebrate 9 years. Not in the Big V budget, we've got to wait till the 10th season. I don't know if you and I will be around that long, but hey, welcome back.
Well, thank you. Not quite 9 years for me. This is my 4th season, so no birthday cake for me. But as you said, double digits next year potentially. We might have some money in the budget for a small cupcake.
Well, mate, 9 years in for me, I'm just about qualified for my pen licence now, so stick with me. Hey, there's been a lot of movement during the off-season. We'll have a look at that this week, and of course, Big V TV is with you every night of the week, Monday to Friday, 5:30 p.m, coming your way. Now, the rundown for the season, Monday nights, tonight, is all about the youthies. Love the youth divisions, there's 6 of them, rising stars. We're talking youth basketball on Monday nights. Tuesday nights, all about the senior divisions.
Yeah, that's right.
And there's some big names we're looking forward to seeing this season. New imports coming in, got a lot to talk about heading into round 1. Wednesday nights, we're out and about, we're catching up with some of the stars of the competition, and of course our beloved associations out there. I'll let you know shortly who we're running into this Wednesday night, but maybe the glamour couple of the Big V, so more on that shortly. Thursday nights, we're always looking at the biggest and the best and winding the clock back historically, some of the stars, the big names, and a little bit of fun to start off the season on Thursday night, so I'll tell you about that shortly. And then of course Friday nights, we've ditched the tips.
Yes. We'll
have the big games up there, we'll have all the games up there, but we are concentrating on the 12 games of the week, the biggest game in every single division every week. And let me just say, in round 1, there are some huge matchups coming up. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Competition staff done a ripper job providing some marquee matchups just to kickstart the season. Tip-off is right around the corner this weekend. I'm looking forward to it. There's a certain number of games I've highlighted on the calendar already.
Well, tonight is all about the youthies. Let's get stuck straight into it. Welcome back to Big V TV for season 2018. And right now, we're going to have a look at the makeup of every division in the youthies, starting with VYC men with thanks to MOLTEN. And once again, we've got the 2 divisions, Steve-O, but it looks like a cracking competition.
Absolutely. Year on year, we've got some great associations taking part in VYC men with thanks to MOLTEN. The Terrell Conference kicks off with Dandenong, Eltham, Knox, McKinnon, Melbourne, Nunawading, Ringwood and Sherbrooke. And there's a number of powerhouse associations involved in that division.
Watson, Altona, Blackburn, Bulleen, Diamond Valley, Hawthorn, Keilor come into the competition. Looking forward to that. Kilsyth and Sandringham. Early days. Look, it's way too early to work out which conference is going to be stronger. There'll be a lot of debate on that during the season. There always is. But you would expect some of those powerhouses to be right up there again. Dandenong, for instance, will be right there. Bulleen's changed a fair bit. There's been a lot of changes there, so maybe not as good as what they were last season. They certainly had a crack at it last season. I don't think they'll quite be there, but we always expect a lot coming out of Knox. Melbourne, Ringwood have been very good the last few seasons as well. We always talk about the production line down there at Diamond Valley. Maybe it's their turn to bounce back, and of course Kilsyth have just been a juggernaut.
Well, you certainly mentioned a couple of associations there I'm keen to touch on. You mentioned Bulleen, very, very young the last couple of years, certainly brought up through the levels and were competitive. And it's always great to see these players that are in this competition sort of either make the step up to a senior team, and maybe, you know, ride the bench as a key role player, or come back and be a star in these teams. And Kilsyth, defending champions, from what I've heard, they've come back
juggernauts,
fairly similar to season 2017, and will be strong once again.
Yeah, they'll be right up there, make no mistake. Round 1 kicks off this weekend. Looking forward to that. That's VYC men with thanks to MOLTEN. No Waverley there. We're going to come to Waverley in a moment. Let's go to VYC women. Again, with thanks to our great friends at MOLTEN. And Warrandyte are the new kids on the block. They've been very successful in the lower divisions, won a championship in Youth League 2, won a championship in Youth League 1, been in and around finals and grand finals for the best part of the last 5 years. Ange Hay doing a good job out there. They come into this competition, and I reckon it's going to be tough for them straight away, because there's some very good teams running around here as well. Let's go through the divisions.
Well, we start with the Terrell Conference. Altona, who came up last year and were very competitive, and I expect them to do the exact same.
Randy Shanklin, of course.
Of course, yes.
He's back, surely. Surely Randy's back.
Of course,
yeah.
you'd expect so.
Good. Nice.
Bulleen, Diamond Valley, Hawthorn, Hume City, Knox, Nuttawading and Sandringham. So there's a few key teams that will be in and around the pointy end of the season.
And I've had a look through some of the clearances during the off-season, and there's a number of players from youth. You can see that they've moved clubs, no doubt stepping up into senior ranks, and there's some big names out of the VYC women that have moved into other clubs and certainly into senior basketball.
Okay.
So all of that will unfold in the weeks ahead. The Watson Conference.
The best part about that, before you move on, is that there's the next in line. It just keeps going. Someone steps up.
Next crop coming up. That's what it's about. The Watson Conference, no love lost between Ballarat and Bendigo. Great to see them going at it from day one. Dandenong, Kilsyth, Melbourne, Ringwood, Warrandyte and Waverley. Again, some of the big players in this competition. Melbourne, obviously. Ringwood, very good last season.
Yeah, and I expect them to be relatively the same going into this season, because they had a little bit of change heading into 2017. They want to stockpile that and continue to build forward for 2018 and beyond.
I do like the Terrell Conference. Nunawading, Sandringham, Knox, always strong. Expect a little bit more out of Hawthorn this season as well.
Okay.
Showed some signs last season. Let's go to Youth League 1 men. There's the teams. Let's bring them straight up there. Looks a very good competition, and there's Waverley who've come down from VYC, and they will be ultra keen, Steve-O. Very eager to bounce back hard.
Yeah, absolutely. Keen to get straight back up into the top tier of youth basketball after 2018's done and dusted. Casey is the new team that come up from Youth League 2 men after winning last year's championship.
They're a club on the rise, Steve.
Absolutely.
The Casey Cavs. They are on the rise. They're up in champ, obviously, in the senior divisions, and they are a team to keep a very close eye on. Champ in D1, but they're a team. They're making some huge inroads into building that program. It's great to see.
Well, if you look at their men's program, they've got a couple of players that play the Youth League, now Youth 1 men, but can also slide into the back end of their championship team.
Got a little bit of Keilor about it, hasn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Very similar. Ballarat, Bendigo, Camberwell, Casey, Coburg, Corio Bay. 4 C's in there, by the way. Geelong, Hume City, Sunbury, Warrandyte, Waverley and Werribee. Some of the matchups here. I mean, Werribee and Sunbury over the years. Warrandyte have really come in and been good, although they've had some changes there as well. So it's going to be a bit of a tougher season for Warrandyte, I think. But I like this division, always a lot of fun to watch, and Casey and Waverley certainly add some flavour. Yeah,
absolutely, and from my experiences, Youth 1 men has always been heavily offensive. We like to see points scored in a hurry, and I expect that's going to happen again.
Youth League 1 women, Sunbury and Eltham, the new faces in here. Eltham popping down, Sunbury popping up. Keilor's on the way up as well. Camberwell, Chelsea, Corio Bay, Craigieburn. It's another 4 C's. Eltham, Geelong, Keilor, McKinnon, Sunbury. Now, this is one division that can be highly volatile.
Yeah.
Volatile in terms, no punch-ons, but volatile. You just don't know what's going to happen from week to week.
That's right. I think it's an interesting division to keep an eye on because, as you mentioned, very up and down. So you're going to get those ebbs and flows, dips and troughs, stuff like that. Eltham as an association that you're not expecting to see in a division like Youth 1 Women, so they'll have all guns blazing from round 1.
Ebbs and flows, dips and troughs. All right, fair enough. Can I just give a quick thumbs up to the crew out at Eltham? Can I do that? Love the Wildcats. I know it's first show. We're going to spread the love around, but they're doing some key works on their facilities out there, pumping in a lot of money of their own as well. They're getting a little bit of support out there, but they are backing themselves, the Eltham Wildcats. Terrific association, and spending a lot of money on their facilities out there for the benefit of the community. So well done, Eltham.
Excellent.
Just want to give them a thumbs up. Youth League 2 men, take us through it. And do my eyes, Frank is back?
That's correct. The Frankston Blues return to the Big V competition through both Youth League 2 men and Youth League 2 women. We'll touch on that.
Well, I'd like to think I've got a lot of friends down there at Frankston that I've built up over the years, so great to see Frankston back in there.
So besides the 2 top tier youth competitions who are split in 2 divisions, Youth League 2 men is our biggest division in terms of capacity. Chelsea, Collingwood, Craigieburn, the new Frankston return, Keysborough, Latrobe City enter a youth men's program.
Like it.
Which is brilliant to see.
Have been there before, by the way.
Yes.
Good to see they're back.
So they're certainly continuing that development. Maccabi, Melton, Mornington, Pakenham, Wonen, Western Port and Whittlesea.
Like it. I did say I'd like to think I've got friends out at Frankston. Chances are I don't, but I'd like to think. This is outskirts basketball for me, and I say that in the nicest possible ways. We're going into some massive growth areas here. Pakenham, seen a lot from them over the last couple of years. Really like what they're doing. Wonen, of course, they've been a really exciting club to watch. Last season, we look to seeing more of them this season. Western Port have turned the soil officially on rebuilding their stadium after that tragic fire. So great to see the Steelers have turned the soil and building has commenced out there. So some good news.
Awesome, and you can even touch on places like Latrobe City as well, having that Gippsland area to sort of dig deep into.
Yep. Let's go to Youth League 2 Women to finish it off for a Monday night. There's the look of Youth League 2 Women. Blackburn, Casey, Frankston, Mornington, Pakenham, Sherbrooke, Southern Peninsula, Werribee, Western Port and Whittlesea. Interesting competition. You never know quite what to expect. There's going to be some names that we love. There always is in this competition. But there's going to be some wild swings and roundabouts when it comes to performances from week to week.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that, because I think, just looking at the 10 associations on board, might be a tight little competition, especially early on in the first 5 or 6 rounds.
So there it is. It all starts this weekend, folks. If you haven't seen the fixtures, go to bigv.com.au. Get out there and support your teams. It's a new season. It's an exciting one coming up. Big V TV back for a 9th season. They keep wheeling us in here. I'm not quite sure why, but stick with us. It's going to be a lot of fun. Coming up tomorrow night, we delve deep into the 6 senior divisions. And there has been some movement, some big names coming back and some big names missing, Steve-O, as well. Wednesday night, I'm not going to tell you yet who we're going to catch up with. You're going to have to join us tomorrow night, and I'll tell you who we're meeting on Wednesday night, but looking forward to that. Thursday night, I will let you know that on Thursday night, gone but not forgotten. We're going to give you 5 names from the men's divisions and 5 from the women's divisions. No longer playing in the Big V, but we certainly haven't forgotten about them. Stars, absolute stars in the game. Gone but not forgotten.
I could probably already thinking aloud, or think of a couple of names, but I don't want to say them. But I'll leave that for you.
Well, I was asked to do the list, and fair to say I've got a few favourites in there. And then, of course, Friday we're heading into round 1 with the 12 biggest games for the new season. All that ahead of us this week on Big V TV. We'll see you tomorrow night.